as I mentioned before, are intensely social. We look to each other for behavioural cues all the time. What are you doing? What are you doing? Our behaviour is massively impacted by other people. You don't believe me? Consider how you behave when you're in an empty room versus a room full of people, different types of people, children, your friends, your peers, the police, whatever, skinheads. So other people's behaviour massively impacts upon our behaviour. We are social creatures, and we automatically check with other people for doing the right thing. We're actually quite conformist. And I know it's not a nice thing to consider and reflect upon, but nonetheless, it's true, whether or not we like it or not. And the reason for this is it kind of reflects back to Maslow, which is that we seek meaning and value in other people. We want to join groups. Why do we want to join groups? Because we want them to approve of us or applaud us or even just recognize and acknowledge us. We want status, we want recognition, we want meaning in our lives, and we get this from other people. So what do? We join groups, we form groups. I mean, some of this is probably genetic, this instinctive sense of, we'll band together because it's safer that way. It's definitely, to my mind, it's definitely an evolved social trait, which is to say that it's very, very useful to form groups. You're safer, you can share ideas, share resources, and so on, division of labor and so on. But I mean, there's a downside to it. The downside is that we tend to copy one another. Not all the time, but just a lot. And this is called normative influence. The idea that we look to see what normal behavior is and we tend to copy it a lot. Now, it's not mind control, it doesn't make you do it, but it's a big pressure on your behavior. If the fire alarm goes off, you wait to see if other classes are leaving the room before you leave yourself sometimes. As if it's something that needs to be socially determined, when of course it's not. You should just do what your fire training tells you to do. Or if you walked into a quiet room, you would find it really hard to sing a song at the top of your voice. Not because you can't. It's not, you're not hypnotized. In fact, even hypnosis isn't all that. But, it's not magic. You're not being controlled telepathically. But there's just a big pressure on you to think, I better not sing because I'll look weird. I'll stand out from people. People like to conform a lot because they want to be accepted by the group. And the exception, of course, is when you desire not to be accepted by a group because you don't like the group. Because remember, we don't want to be accepted by everybody. We want to be accepted by groups that we like. So if I loved football but hated croquet, for instance, I mean, who doesn't hate croquet? Right? Sorry for any croquet fans out there. I don't have any strong feelings about it at all. But if I loved football and hated croquet, I wouldn't go. You would go up to the football team and say, "I like what you're doing,"